Hi, whoever's watching this. My name's Astrid. I'm an intern at the Office of Sustainability, and I am a senior. And today I'm going to be talking to Bryce, who can introduce himself, and we're going to be talking about all things houseplants.
Yep. Hi, everyone. My name's Bryce. I'm actually a junior here at UF, and so I have a house plant.
Yeah. Okay. So, when did you start collecting plants and taking care of them, and why?
I think the first time I started like buying plants for myself, like not including my family, was
Mm-hmm.
last year in college, because it was the first year that I had an apartment. My freshman
Right.
year of college, I lived in a dorm, so it was like very dark and musty. So I didn't think that I like could really like house a plant and like keep it alive.
Right.
So once
Mm-hmm.
I got an knew that I could like actually sustain one, that's when I started keeping them.
Okay. Cool. And like when you started keeping them, so that was your sophomore year of college, right? Did you see like any
Yeah.
immediate effects in yourself or like any? Because I know when I like had plants and like took care of them, I always like felt so happy and like satisfied that I was able to do that. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, for sure. I think originally I was definitely almost nervous for getting them because
Right.
I didn't know like if I'd be able to do it, and like I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like I always see pictures of people having them and they look so cool and they really brighten
Uh,
a space. But yeah, once I started getting the hang of things, on like a weekly basis, I would like get excited to water them, and so
oh,
like that was like a really fun thing.
yeah. Do you see any long-term effects? Like, do you think it's improved your health at all or your productivity? Because specifically, I wanted to ask you about like when you're studying and like your space, like you have plants. Does that like inspire you at all? Does it bring you any peace? Or
Yeah, for sure. I think they almost not force me, but they definitely like inspire me almost to keep my space clean because I think
mm-hmm.
it's whenever I see like have a dirty room and then I like see the plants, I'm like the plants need a better atmosphere here. So yeah, and I
Right.
definitely think they definitely boost my productivity whenever I'm studying or doing work, just because like I don't know, it just feels like more like outside, more like
Mm-hmm.
healthy environment. So it definitely I feel more
Definitely.
productive.
And definitely like since the pandemic, I feel like since people had to make like their bedroom, like their office, like where they sleep, where they like relax, like that, they obviously want to make it as nice as possible. So plants are a really great way to do that. So since you're an expert by this point on plants, do you have any tips for anyone starting out?
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely kind of just like do your research on maybe if you're first starting, what are the easiest plants to keep up and maintain, just so you can kind of get into a rhythm of it. So I definitely first started like a really small cactus, and those are
Right,
almost really hard to kill, just
right.
because like it reserves like it needs such little watering, and as long as you give it some sunlight, it's good to go. But then once you kind of get into the swing of things and like you can kind of advance yourself, definitely get those fun and like really pretty plants with like the green leaves. I think they just brighten up a space so much,
Mm-hmm.
and really just have fun with it. And don't be hard on yourself if you like have struggles with the plants. Like don't be hard on yourself, because at the end of the day, they are just a house plant. But you know, do your best.
Yeah, yeah. And when you do research on it, do you just like Google, YouTube, Instagram? Like, what do you use to like learn?
I think I originally like, went to an actual plant shop and was like looking around, and then I asked questions
Oh,
to the
cool.
employee. But then once I like chose my actual plant and like I knew the name of it, I looked that specific plant up and was like, okay, what actually should I do and like how often? Because I know some people have like the tip of like just like check the soil and see when it's dry, but for me, I wanted to know like an actual number of days just so
Exactly.
I could like get into a rhythm.
Okay, cool. Well, those are all my questions. Thanks so much, Bryce.
Yeah, of course.